Watch your back.
Blackest will be done. Taking position. Not take me. My faith will guide me. Action, not reaction.
Yes, my friend? I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company. Finding is my job, my friend. If there's anything in the world worth knowing, I assure you, I do. Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know. Quite shocking. The druid Halson had some kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close. Here, on the Sword Coast. Impossible. That can't be. You're mad. But tell me, have you noticed any residual psionic malaise since the alleged encounter? That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now. I can't attest to the specifics, but I do know that not long after insertion, the host, that's you, turns into a mind flayer. As there's not a tentacle on your head, I can only assume you haven't been infected. If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now. You? Infected by a mind flayer? Ridiculous. Isn't it?
There's no time to waste.
Yes, my friend? Finding is my job, my friend. Why, up the druid here, on the Sword Coast. Tell me, that's quite impossible. As there's not. If what you, isn't it? Perhaps that's for the best. I'd be irresponsible not to debunk such a strange claim. If I just peer in your eye, I could quickly... Oh, my dear, sweet gods! If we managed it, we'd have a specimen of incredible rarity on our hands. I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted. My friend! How do you fare? Not yet, I'm afraid. But my expectations are very, very high. Volothem Gedar, realm-renowned author, and tastemaker at your service. Once I've written you into one of my books, there won't be a tavern in Faerun you can enter without receiving a hero's welcome. my friend! How do you...
Another dream. Another order from that dubious visitor. It announced that we will find the answers we seek in the Absolute Cultist's lair, and offered another generous gift. A persuasive creature. It tempts us with power, expresses its admiration, its adoration. Avert your eyes whenever it appears, and do not avail yourself of this new power, no matter how alluring. You've no idea what damage it could do to us, how far into illithid madness it could drag us. Battles are won with swords, not mind games born of brainworms. The ones we fight with these... And there will come a battle. Of that I'm most certain. It is a certainty. I had assumed our parasites served a Geich elder. But I believe they serve a greater... A question that burns in my belly. Elders and collectives abide by their own tenets. It would require a powerful creed to unite them. And now this voice, this creed, finds our own ears. If it reaches this plane, it may reach others.
She even offered me greater powers. The result of some Given the magnitude of what we're up against, I see no harm in considering the benefit this offer might afford us. Could be the only way to reach this source in one piece. I admire the vigor with which you uphold your principles, but I would remind you that the evils of the Absolute are far greater than any moral Your confidence in our existing capabilities is quite rousing, though. Perhaps that spirited enthusiasm will be strength enough to subdue the cult when the time comes.
I had another visit from that dream figure. It gave me another gift, too. Just like it did the first time it appeared. And if that now, was there anything else?
a try.
How delicious. Quickly. I'm so tired. How do people do this all day?
Wits and blades always sharp.
grab your bags. We're moving.
A scout just reported. The goblins' leadership has been decimated. We might escape this place yet, and I hear you are the one to thank. I'm grateful. I took a collection from all of us. It isn't much, but you've earned it. It's not enough, but it's all we have.
Halsin will likely want to thank you too, mind. He returned just a while ago. I believe he's catching up with Korga. As for us...
No armies at our heels. Amazing. We can finally leave. But perhaps we need not speak of farewells. We'll join your camp tonight to celebrate if you'll have us. Excellent. Lead the way.
Have a drink.
I'm fine.
Loosen up, Hikaron.
I should take that.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here... I hate it. This is awful. We killed some goblins to save some tieflings. The tally of lives didn't change much. But what do I get for all my hard work? A pat on the head and vinegar for wine. Pfft.
It's a heavy, rich red, dry and sharp.
See what I mean? Awful. All I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask? I'm flattered, but I think not. It's not you understand. It's me. I have standards.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow. In truth, I rarely imbibe. The stuff goes right to my head. Before you know it, I'd be breaking into song or declaring love to the first person I laid eyes on. Then you have never heard me singing, which makes you very fortunate. I'm sure there are. You strike me as extremely resourceful. But there are many grateful people here who want to spend time with you. I must not keep you all to myself, as enjoyable as that may be. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
My friend! How do you fare? My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep. Just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all. I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times over.
Volo carefully holds one of your eyes open and begins to prod uncertainly with the needle. The needle finds the gap between eyeball and socket. Volo frowns and begins to push. Pain shoots through your body as the needle snags on your optic nerve.
I think I have it!
The needle seesaws back and forth, plucking the nerve like a harp string.
Oh, bother. There's some obstacle in the way. I shall need a more robust implement.
Volo carefully withdraws the needle from your eye. Then, reaching into his bag, he produces an ice pick. Volo slowly brings the ice pick closer to your eye.
Now, don't move.
Cold metal presses against the skin beneath your brow. And then, tap, tap, stab.
Do you feel that? Ha! I think we have the blighter on the run. I agree. It's a feisty critter. Just a little further.
Volo tears the pick from your brain with a violent jerk. Your eye plops down into the mud.
Drat.
He pauses, looks down at your eye, and recoils slightly as it sinks into the mud.
There appears to be an amount of cosmetic damage. Please, try not to overexert yourself. You're in a rather fragile state at present. I can't help but feel partly responsible. Perhaps there is something more I can do. Take this. A far superior relic to that old jelly you were chained to. Try it on for size. And, it was very nice to have met you. I'm sure you'll sort out your little brain problem one way or another. Far away from here, if you've a heart. Terribly sorry, my friend. Ta.
What are you going to do in the city? There's always work for a guard. You? I've always wanted to sing at the Elfsong Tavern. If the owner has any sense, they'll hire you on the spot.
scout. I took a collection from all of us. It isn't. It's. I believe. No armies, but perhaps we need not speak of farewell. Excellent. We're ready to head to your camp. Are you? Excellent. Lead the way. We're ready to head to your camp. Are you? Excellent. Lead the way. We're ready to head to your camp. Are you? It's time, everyone. Let's go. It's time, everyone. Let's... We're ready to head to your camp. Excellent. Lead the way. We're ready to head to your camp. We're ready to head to your camp. Are you? Excellent. Lead the way. We're ready to head to your camp. We're ready to head to your camp. Are you? Grab your bags. We're moving. A scout just reported, and I hear you are I took a collection from all of us. It isn't much, but it's not enough.
Halsin, I believe he's...
No armies but perhaps we need not speak of farewells. We'll join your camp tonight to celebrate if you'll have us. Excellent. Lead the way.
No! I've got it!
You know, never I hate it. This true. That was fun. Still, I would have liked more for my trouble than a pat on the head and vinegar for wine. By all means, I'll be here, waiting for the sunrise.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow. We'll have time to spare for that, I sense. I'm surprised you haven't had your fill of me already. Ah, I see. Perhaps I can help you with that. Another time. But there are many grateful people here who want to spend time with you. I must not keep you all to myself, as enjoyable as that may be. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
My friend! It's not... I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times over. You won't find a more learned opinion on this matter, I assure you. You only have a matter of days to live. Don't dally, my friend.
All right. Hearts a quiver. We raised our bows.
Aha, there you are. I do hope you have partaken of something bracing. This may well take us all night. Why, you're naming. That ballad was but a crude preview. Something iconic, but not too much of a mouthful. We don't want to exclude the common folk, after all. A wonderful one indeed. But your deeds loom larger than life now, my friend. Exact now. Away and have your...
I should be out there, talking with them. In just a moment, maybe.
How about two tiefling queens?
No.
Frightful
Let them have
and
fun.
fierce.
I'll
That's
be
more
ruining
like
it
it.
come morning
How many
anyway.
goblins did we kill? 10? Let's make it 20.
That's my girl.
What now?
Eager for battle.
there. I do hope you have partaken of something bracing. This may well take us all night. If we... something iconic, but not too much of a mouthful. We don't want...
Come on, Alfie, make it spicy.
Right. Hearts of liver. Raised elbows.
None of that poetic stuff. Something like goblins swarmed, but we were brave and fried them all with a thunder wave.
I do hope you have partaken of something bracing. This may well take us all night. Why, your name? That bad. Something iconic. Oh, exact. Now.
What's next, I wonder?
My friend, how do you fare? What a day. I do hope you have partaken of something Why, you're... that... something iconic. What? That...
What's next?
I do hope you have partaken of something bracing. This... But how... something iconic. But not too much. A wonderful one indeed.
Elminster's not around, so it might as well.
Away in... My friend! I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times over. You won't find a more learned opinion.
Volo, care for the needle finds the gap between eyeball and... Pain shoots through your body as the needles...
I think...
The needles...
Oh, bother. There's some obstacle in the way. I shall need a more robust implement.
Volo carefully withdraws the needle from your eye. Then, reaching into his bag, Volo slowly brings the ice...
Now. Don't.
Cold metal presses against the skin beneath your brow. Tap.
Do you feel that? Ha! I think we have the blighter on the run. I agree. It's a feist... I agree. It's a feisty critter. Just a little further. Drat.
He pauses, looks down at your eye, and recoils slightly as it sinks into the mud.
There appears to be an amount of cosmetic damage. Yes, quite. Well, there is some mild trauma. I can't help but feel partly responsible. Take this. A far superior relic to that old jelly you were chained to. Try it on for size. And, it was very nice to have met you. I'm terribly sorry, my friend. Ta.
It's a view I would once have shared with my companion. Though definitely unaccompanied, she preferred it when we were alone. Curled up before a crackling hearth with some ancient, esoteric tome between us. Ink glinting in the firelight. By a Garon's lost nose! No! Tara is not any cat. She's a Tressum. Given your confusion, I'm guessing you've never met one. They're brilliant creatures. Fine company for any self-respecting wizard. She'd be most impressed by our efforts saving these tieflings. Proud, even. After I was afflicted with my condition, I locked myself in my tower for an entire... given up on myself. But Tara never did. It was her encouragement, her research that led me to my treatment. Once we knew that magically infused items were the key, after so long being cared for by someone else, it feels good to have repaid the favor. Not directly to Tara, but to these poor tieflings. I'm sure she would approve. Smart does her a disservice. She's a fine wizard in her own right, though you remind me of her somewhat. You share, wish she were here for me to make a formal introduction. But I would never ask her to undertake such a journey. She's safer at home. Besides, she was always telling me I needed to spread my wings, so to speak. Find mortal friends instead of hanging onto Mistra's coattails. I assure you, were you to meet Tara, you would see the comparison for the flattery it is. Suffice it to say, I think rather a lot of you. And there aren't many on this plane who I'd give such high praise. One doesn't become the most powerful archmage in Waterdeep and lover to the goddess of magic herself by having low standards. I assure you, when I tell someone they're wonderful, I mean it. And you are wonderful. Were I to recite that list, I fear we'd be here at dusk tomorrow. Many things, I assure you. But a conversation better saved for another time. With my condition as volatile as it is, I fear any undue excitement may tip it over the edge, so to speak. Go! Indulge in the frivolities. They're good for the heart. And mine will be all the lighter to see you enjoy.
Always work for a guard. You? Always wanted to sing at the Elfstone Tavern. If the owner has any sense, they'll hire you on the spot.
Another. Thy name has been recorded. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services. There are many answers to that question. None are important.
is a great divine energy indeed, but the source is unclear.
Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking. Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more. Because it is my calling, there is little else to explain. A matter of coin. Then I shall wait here patiently until it is acquired. Very well.
Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
How about...
Enjoy yourself tonight. I'll come and...
That's more like it.
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
Go on. The others will kill me if I keep you.
I have seen the Kithrat, yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to... I smell their blood on you still. How torturous for us both that I'll never get a taste. Oh, but do enjoy yourself this night. I intend to myself.
Buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. You've picked up a few pleasant memories on your journey amongst your struggles. You sleep alone, uplifted by memories of your recent triumphs.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
Finally, we're catching up on our puppet master, and the hunt ends at Moonrise Towers.
To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the shadow curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army. Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches from this stronghold. Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse. You'll need to pick it up where Aradin left off. Find the hidden entrance. It's somewhere in the Temple of Selûne. The decision is yours, but I'd favor the Underdark. Even a place like that is the lesser evil compared to the shadow-cursed lands. I don't know. Ketheric's followers were defeated or vanished before the effects of the curse took hold. Anything is preferable to risking the Shadow Curse. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned. May Sylvanus guide us. Oakfather's blessings to you. Hopefully. I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. I sent a bird to summon her. Precisely. Who indeed? You do not know, and neither do any of the others. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without... This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence. Contrary to how some think of us, we druids can play politics when necessary. I studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say. It's had the whole region around Moonrise Towers in a chokehold of darkness and despair for years now. Those who remained are shadow-cursed. If you don't, we have to get to Moonrise. But the less time we spend in its blighted surrounds, the better. Those illithid creatures threaten the natural order. It's my duty to do. There's also the Shadow Curse. It's an affront and must. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thorm and his Dark Justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region. If I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse, just as you find a cure for your infection. Well, there's hardly anyone left to share the responsibility. What Ketheric Thorm unleashed is not something that nature can undo by itself. I studied the Shadow Curse for years, but to truly understand precious little. But I'm quite certain it can still be found. Aradin was convinced there was a hidden entrance in the Temple of Selûne. I'd start there. Perhaps. But we'll need to get closer before I can put my theory into... Put it from your mind for now. Once we near the curse, then there will be more to be said. Precisely. Then perhaps I could have done something. But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Aradin and his band. We didn't even get close. Miss it? Oh dear, no. It's a terrible burden. Takes you away from nature and forces you to deal with others' problems and personalities. Be wary of anyone who actually wants such a role, I say. Likely they don't understand it, or they have. I'm just glad to be out here amidst the Oakfather's creations. There are few things that are too strong for me. And cast those regrets aside. You did. In other circumstances, I would have done the same. Perhaps. But best to not...
So it's true. You scattered the goblins. Peace can finally return to this corner of the Sword Coast. As am I. And I'm sure those poor refugees would quite agree. Of course. May you keep balance.
Keep your distance, darling.
Let me work my magic.
It'll take a while for us all to recover, but you've helped us take the first step.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Which way to the nearest library?
Nothing.
Not now.
A rough tempest I will raise.
Let's have a little fun.
true.
Victory is assured. Outflank, outsmart.
distance.
What should I do?
Sounds like fun.
Need to stay focused. Strike hard, strike fast. protects me.
I do enjoy our conversations. What do you need?
Whatever it takes. Speak.
my condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon. Very well. A little longer won't hurt. Actually, it might, but I shall try all the same.
Lost in thought. Yes.
You'll have to speak slowly. I'm finding it quite... I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be in the camp then, idling away the hours.
Something over there.
You wish to speak?
It's had the whole region around Moonrise Towers in a chokehold of darkness and despair for years now. Those who remained are shadow-cursed. If you don't die at their hands, then you become one of them. We have to get to Moonrise, but the less time we spend in its blighted surrounds, the better. Precious little. But I'm quite... Aradim was convinced there was a hidden entrance at...
Miss it? Oh dear, no.
Beware. I'm just glad to be out here with such stimulating company. With such stimulating company.
You wish to speak? You wish to speak?
Fate.
Dost thou very well? You wish to speak?
Fate.
Dost thou require a new ally? Very well. Choose.
This vessel is at thy disposal. Do what thou wilt. This vessel is at thy disposal. Do what thou wilt. The soul remembers its invective, but remembers not.
Though spoken with a different voice, you recognize the eloquent drawl.
They are but echoes. They recall not a manner of speech. Thus I lent them my... To speak thusly takes little of my effort. Besides, what better use is there of time than discourse? Because you needed to speak to it. Because it feels correct. Fitting. This vessel is at thy disposal. Do what thou wilt. Thou art the master. This vessel is at thy disposal. This soul awaits thy... Still alive, so that's progress.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon. Thank you. Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mistra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent. I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy, who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it, much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself, the Lady of Mysteries, the goddess Mistra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse, and later even my lover. Oh, yes. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mystra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross, yet every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries. I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale? Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. He almost managed, but not quite, and his entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms, until the day Mystra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess? The answer was to try, and the outcome was to fail. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mystra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you in, into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. Bound, and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry?
What is it? What do you see?
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. and it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however. I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
You thrice-damned rotten bastard! You've been the greatest threat to our lives all this time!
I swear to you I wasn't. But I've no choice but to admit I am now. Perhaps it would be best if I leave and put as much distance between us as I can before the orb erupts. We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this, it must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
You'd have us debate that Netherese Jack-in-the-Box should be a blip on the horizon by now.
I agree. Let us be rid of this menace.
That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
How'd you know?
I just do. And the others get drunk off their choppers in camp.
Ain't fair.
It says there's a cellar here somewhere.
I don't see one. That orb seems powerful. What can it do once it's extracted?
Nothing good can come of it unless it is contained. Why?
It might be useful.
might be worth a look. Can't afford to stay idle. That's curious.
I need to rest. The sunset can't come quickly enough.
your name. I do not know this name. If you are known to my master, step forward and declare yourself an ally.
I think not.
No use. Not right now, at least. I'll have to try this later. What the hell's... Get back!
Speak. That might be worth a look.
There better be a soft bedroll in my near future.
I do not know this name. If you are known to my master, step forward and declare yourself an ally. Speak your name. My master is no filthy half-breed. You are not Ilintoth. If you are his ally, step forward and declare it. Only a true ally of Ilintoth may pass. What think you of the Zolkir known as Zastan? You are no Zolkir, but are you wise? Tell me, why might one use balsam ointment? A poor choice. You will be purged.
No use. Not right now, at least. Get back!
Speak your name. Mind if you are only. What think you of the Zolkir? A poor choice. Speak your name.
You do your best to wipe the dirt from your face and look presentable.
Speak your name. My master, if you are his ally, step forward and declare it. Mind if you are his ally, step forward and declare it.
There is a pause as those glass eyes take you in. Then...
What might be tucked away in here?
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us. Someone doesn't like visitors.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in. You feel the darkness radiating from the book. It's delicious.
A cursed book. How obvious. Whoever opens it deserves the fate that befalls them.
is work to do.
And you for nothing so freaking on us!
Tastes like chicken. No chicken. Tastes like fish.
Gentlemen, contain yourselves. This quarrel sours our feast. Besides, tastes like pork. And what surprise is this? Brothers, look here. I have eyed yet another prize. Fortune favors our bellies. Stranger, be you friend or food, the mark is her measure. Show us the brand of the absolute. Indeed. How regrettable that your meat must go unsavored. Food? Food. Not food. Friend. Am I not astonishing? A robust diet makes for a shrewd mind, you see. I am a gourmand, and you a delicacy. Were I so lucky? I've no use for the absolute, or any god. I follow two masters only. Gluttony and greed. The goblins understand my appetites. They sate my hunger for gold. And the rest sate my hunger for meat. Boss Goblin give gold. We check brand. Good deal. No talk. I am, by all accounts, a student of higher commerce and extortion. Make me an offer. Tempt me. A slip of the tongue. You meant to make a better offer, surely. Oh, but you do love to tease. We follow the sense of blood and gold to all lands fertile, friend. And this land proves particularly fruitful. So, food? No, not food.
That might be worth a look.
No tastes good. Like bear. Dwarf better. Dwarf sweet like honey. Must you? This innate shite pains me. Shut mouth. Head.
Don't touch me.
No tastes good. Like bear. Dwarf better. Dwarf sweet like honey. Must you? This innate shatter pains me. Shut mouth.
What's in here? O for shut mouth. Head. No tastes good. Like bear. Dwarf better. Dwarf sweet. Must you? This innate shatter pains me. Don't linger.
is the advantage?
Let's try this.
Names and heights have been carved into the wood over the years. The last two read Maggie Terrans and Marcus Terrans. Twins, perhaps. Can't give up.